Wellington's official Christmas station, the Grander 101, and Elvis, Here Comes Santa Claus. Aaron, I got to say, this is like probably the best day ever for you.
Oh, I know.
All the good-looking men that are coming in here
today.
today.
All my favorite people are here today. Joining us today is Nathan Skoufis. Of course, we've had him in before. 22-year-old, amazing karate world champion and sensei down at Guelph Family Martial Arts, who is going to do something amazing next week. Welcome, Nathan.
Hey, thank you guys very much for having me. I appreciate it. It's a pleasure.
Good to have you. Tell us about the Unification World Championship. How does this come about?
So throughout the year, so January all the way till about October, you're going throughout. So this year I'll be starting in a few weeks again right after. I'll start in Chicago. I'll go to Philadelphia, Minneapolis, all over the world, Dublin, Ireland, and you're kind of getting ranked throughout the whole year. So being able to qualify is a difficult task in its own, just being able to get to this tournament. And yeah, this year's been a lot of tournaments, and so I'm currently ranked #1 in NASCA, and then once you're ranked #1 in NASCA, I'm trying to qualify. Well, I have qualified and trying to now secure the NBL title in the same year.
Wow.
Which has never been
happened.
Done. Yeah, no. So it's never nobody's even been in a position to attempt it. I'm one of the only people currently, so I've won NASCA and NBL, but just not in the same year. I've never attempted to try to win them in the same year. But yeah, this is something that is a big goal for me. Just because the Super Grands was the first tournament I kind of went to as a kid. It draws people from all over the world. And this was something that I told people like over a decade ago that I was going to try to do, and to kind of see my dream and the thing that I wanted to come now into a reality. It brings it full circle, especially through all the ups and downs that I've had in martial arts, especially to get to this point.
So in your head now, preparing for the competition, what's in there? What are you doing to prepare mentally for this?
Yeah, so just mentally, I think that's the biggest thing that I feel like the difference now from even a few years ago. I think physically there's a lot of great martial artists, great athletes. I feel like mentally not a lot of people are spending a lot of time training and focusing on that. And that's a big thing that I do focus on. So people are like the Super Grands, like you're getting ready for, one of the biggest tournaments in the world. I'm going to see people from all over. And people are saying, well, what are you kind of doing different? I feel like I've been here 10,000 times in my head. So I feel like visualization, and I'm going to step on that line in about a week. And I'm going to be across from that person it could be from Mexico, it could be from Guatemala, it could be from the U.S. But I've been there thousands and thousands of times in my head, so I feel like that prepares me well.
So no nerves. I don't see any nerves.
Yeah, no.
Around you at all. You're in the zone, and you're going to do this. We know that for sure.
But no, I don't like nerve-wise. I don't really feel anything. I feel like I'm comfortable with the result, and if I happen. I feel like you have to be comfortable with both sides. Like most people are comfortable, obviously, winning. Everybody loves to win. You can ask a 5-year-old, a 30-year-old. Everybody loves to win. I feel like losing, though, a lot of people view it as they failed. I don't see it that way. So when I was like little, all I would think about, either you win or you learn. Okay, and I feel like that's the biggest thing.
Good.
Either if you don't win, you just move forward and you have a lesson. I feel like losing is a good thing, especially for keeping people humble. But no, I don't feel. I believe in my preparation. I've been here. I've been doing martial arts. My first Super Grands was like 10 years ago, and the first one that I went to. So this will be the similar one. Nobody's ever done this as well. So entering Super Grands, I'm entering now. I'm giving up my ranking purposely to enter as a wild card, which means I'm going to fight from the bottom. I'm going to fight everyone all the way to the top. I did this years and years ago before. And I fought 25 straight fights. Nobody's won it all the way to the top, though. So this is something I've won it 4 times when I was ranked. I'm attempting now to do it unranked, which would be another first time.
You're going to do it. We just know. We know you're going to do it.
Yeah.
For sure.
That's awesome.
Go ahead.
We wanted to know a
we have
little
so
bit
many
about
questions.
the nutrition that you train. What you eat, what you don't eat.
Yeah, absolutely. So for me, I think one of the most important things, I feel like a lot of people train. You can train 1 or 2 hours a day. Whatever your sport is, and I feel like there's a lot of people though in the world that are also doing that. What are you doing the other 22 hours? In putting in your body when you're not doing it. I feel like I try to have if I'm doing something, I'm going to try to have a full approach, because when you come, especially to martial arts, I approach it like a police officer. If one shot, if you don't prepare yourself the right way, could end your career or change your career. But nutrition wise, I don't smoke at all. I never have. I don't take any drugs or anything. I just feel like that would affect my performance. I don't drink at all. So even a little bit of alcohol, I don't year round. I'm not drinking. Food wise, so that's a big interest that I have at the University of Guelph that I'm studying, but also in my own. I'm always constantly reading articles, just because I want that 1% advantage if I can have it. But the big thing that we focus on, meat consumption. I don't need a whole lot of red meat. Maybe once a month. I have a lot of chickpeas, beans, that kind of stuff for my protein, as well as fish. I'm not eating a lot of white grains. It's a lot of just because once you go with something like a simple carb like that, carbohydrate, it's burned really quick and it spikes your blood levels.
Once you just want more.
Yeah,
right?
And you just want more, right? I feel like that's the biggest thing. And a lot of the food that people are eating now, unfortunately, in North America, right? It's so accessible, it's so convenient, but our bodies have only been used to this for like 20, 30 years, so we're not really sure how to use it as a fuel source. But I feel like I'm European, but I feel like nutrition is a huge part of being able to maximize your performance.
One last question.
Yeah.
When you win, what's the first thing you're going to do?
When I win, the first thing I'm going to do. So the first thing I'm going to do, I'll break my thing. I'll probably have like a pizza or something a slice of pizza.
Come on.
And then start. Yeah, I try to always look forward. I think that the next right away I'll be thinking, getting ready for my next tournament, which will be in about a month after that. I constantly try to look forward. I try never. When I'm retired, I'll enjoy the moment more.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't even wear the diamond rings that I have. I have 10 of them. I've never world championship
One
rings.
for every finger. What's that like?
Move to the. Yeah.
You have that
next
finger
one.
for the next ring free, right? Let's see. It's free. Yeah.
There you
Okay.
go.
Good.
Yeah.
Good.
Perfect.
Nathan, thank you so much. We wish you all the best. Make sure, and your mom Sophie's here as well. You're doing a great job. That's nice. Nice job, Mom.
Hey, thank you very much, guys. I appreciate it.
Make sure you keep in touch and tell us everything you're doing all the way.
Come
Thank
back
you,
in and
guys.
show us that ring.
Yes.
Hey, thank you.
All right.
I've got Shannon Brinkman from Heritage River Retirement Residence. Shannon, let's talk about the dining advantage at